with our dive.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Okay, video, let's come in on this worm that's sticking out of the tube right now. Let's hold there. I'm going to back up slightly.
So that is a lovely chemosynthetic tube worm. Lamellabrachia, I believe. Is that correct? Yes, I'm getting a nod from Diva.
If you've got some more,
this is a one of the classic organisms associated with these hydrocarbon seeps. You can see the delicate lamellae, the basically that apparatus that's pink that's sticking out of the tube is what it takes in dissolved gases with, takes in the oxygen it needs, the carbon dioxide, and the hydrogen sulfide that it will use to run down into its central body. It does not have a gut. It doesn't have a mouth. It doesn't have an anus. It has this mass of tissue in its long trunk called a trophosome that's filled with chemosynthetic bacteria. And basically those chemosynthetic bacteria are the equivalent of chloroplasts in a plant cell, and they turn the chemical energy in these small chemical compounds into allow the worm to produce its carbohydrates and other nutrients. And they're just pulled right back. That white cap at the top of the worm that pulled back in, that is called the obturaculum, and it acts like an operculum, a little trap door that closes over the entrance of the tube to protect the worm when it withdraws.
Let's go ahead and video.
Actually, the hydrogen sulfide is taken up by the root, which is burrowed down into the sediment, deep into the sediment, and that worm can extend, you know, a foot or more in the sediment. Is that a dead lobster?
It looks like the exoskeleton of a squat lobster. It does. It looks empty, and all of those little.
Oh, and there's that waving worm.
Yep, there's a. That's very strange. There's a little worm that waves back and forth out of its tube. There's a number of them here. Don't know what those are.
Stand by video.
Back and forth, back and forth.
I've seen this at the Kikimjeni coal seeps as well. We also weren't sure. We suspected some kind of polychaete, but that's about as far as we were able to get.
And are these amphipods?
Yeah, so all of these tiny little white animals buzzing around are amphipods. Ooh, there's a good shot of one up there.
And that's got its palps extended, or antennae, or antennal, or tentacular cirri.
There's a bunch of them up there.
So do we know, Diva, whether those are chemosynthetic or are they just suspension feeders?
I don't even know what they are,
much
less
a little too small to collect, I think, I'm afraid.
Big tire sale today.
But so the tube worms mine the sulfides here by burrowing down with their roots so they can get closer to that source of those sulfide-rich chemicals, which then they'll use to create their food via internal bacteria.
Oh, thanks very much for that correction.
Sure. No, that's okay.
Sure.
Come partially video.
You were very right about the other gases being taken in with the hemoglobin and the
we can come
lamellae.
And we've seen this sort of brown as well as black and white mats here, but I don't know what the difference is. If that olive color, sort of almost military khaki color, is another kind of bacterium